this video I want to show you how to do algebraic long division. So this is going to be used when you're dividing polynomials. It's pretty straightforward actually. It might look a bit confusing, but once you've done a few examples, it's actually really straightforward to do. I've got quite a few examples in this video and I'll timestamp them all below so you can skip through to the different ones. And if this is useful, please do go over to my channel where I have loads of other math tutorials, or go over to my website, which I'll link in the description, where it's a bit easier to navigate through all the videos I've made. Okay, so let's look at this first example where we have this cubic and we're dividing it by x plus 4. So to get started, we want to lay it out almost like we're going to do the bus stop method. So at the front of the bus stop, we're going to write x plus 4, and then inside we're going to write our cubic. So let me copy and paste this down to save a bit of time. And so now we're ready to start with the long division. Now for this, just to make it look a bit nicer really, just imagine there are columns here for the cubic terms, here for the quadratic terms, and so on. So just imagine there are kind of columns for each one, because that's what we're going to be writing in. So to start, you look at this term here, so just x in this case, and we say, what do we need to multiply x by to take us to 2x cubed? That's pretty straightforward, that's just 2x squared. So we go to the top of our squared column and we write 2x squared, so I'll write it in up here. From here, we then take this 2x squared and we multiply everything here through by it. So let's do it bit by bit. So we do x multiplied by 2x squared, well that's 2x cubed, and I write it underneath the 2x cubed I have here in the cubed column. I then take this plus 4 and I multiply it by 2x squared, and that's going to give me 8x squared, and I write that in my squared column, so plus 8x squared. And we draw a line like this, and what we do now is take this term here and subtract this one, so 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, well that's just 0. And then we take 13x squared and subtract 8x squared. Well, what's that? That's going to leave me with, well, 5x squared, so I'll write that underneath, so 5x squared. We then bring down this term here, so we have plus 22x. We then kind of repeat what we did before. We look at this term here and we say, what do we need to multiply it by to take us to 5x squared? Well, that's just going to be 5x. So I do plus 5x up here, and then we multiply it out. So I do x multiplied by 5x, well that's 5x squared, so let's write it here, 5x squared. And then we do plus 4 and we multiply it by 5x, and that gives me 20x. So plus 20x, and we draw a line and then we subtract. So 5x squared subtract 5x squared, well that's just 0. So you can write the 0 in, I tend to just leave it because it will be 0. And then we do 22x subtract 20x, which is just going to leave me with 2x. And then we bring down this 8, like so. We then repeat the process again. I say, what do I multiply x by to take me to 2x? Well, that's just plus 2. And then we do this multiplication. So x multiplied by 2 is 2x. So I can write that in, so 2x. And then we do 4 multiplied by 2, which is 8. So let me write that in as well. Plus 8, we draw a line. Let's subtract. Well, 2x minus 2x is 0, and 8 minus 8 is also 0. Okay, so this number you get at the end is the remainder, so what you'd be left with when you do this division. Now you can see it's 0, which means x plus 4 divides perfectly into this cubic, and when you do this division you get left with this quadratic here at the top. And so I can say, well, when I do this division, the answer is 2x squared plus 5x plus 2, and you're done. Let's look at another example. It's pretty similar. There's just something I want to point out with it, and I'll also probably work through it a bit faster. So we're doing x minus 3, that's what we're dividing by, so I'm going to put that at the front of the bus stop like this, and inside the bus stop I'm going to do the cubic that's on our numerator like so. So what do we need to multiply x by to take us to 2x cubed? Well, that's just going to be 2x squared, so let's write that up here. And then we multiply x by 2x squared, well that's going to give me 2x cubed. And then we multiply negative 3 by 2x squared, which is going to give us negative, let's write it in, negative 6x squared. Draw a line and subtract. Now I just really want to point out something with this bit here. So first we get 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, which is 0, so that bit's fine. Now this might be sort of a moment where you make a mistake. It's quite easy to make a mistake here. Let's just write out what we're going to be doing. We're doing negative 13x squared, so let's write this out. And from that we're subtracting negative 6x squared. And so actually this is going to become negative 13x squared plus 6x squared. And so when I do this, I'm actually going to end up with negative 7x squared. That's just a really easy place to make a mistake when you've got these negatives and you're doing a negative, subtract a negative. But after that, we're going to do the same as before. We're going to bring down this plus 17x. And we're going to say, what do we multiply x by to take us to negative 7x squared? Well, that's just negative 7x. Let's do the multiplication. So x multiplied by negative 7x is negative 7x squared. Negative 3 multiplied by negative 7x squared is plus 21x. Let's draw a line and then subtract. So negative 7x squared subtract negative 7x squared is 0. And then we get 17x subtract 21x. That's going to give us negative 4x. Bring down this plus 12 like so. Then we repeat again and say, what do we multiply x by to take us to negative 4x? Well, that's just negative 4. And then we do the final bit of multiplication we need to do. So we do x multiplied by negative 4, which is negative 4x. Negative 3 multiplied by negative 4, which is plus 12. And we do our final subtraction. So negative 4x subtract negative 4x is 0. And 12 subtract 12 is 0, which means there's 0 remainder. And so when we do this division, we end up with 2x squared minus 7x plus 4. Okay, so that's another example where it works out quite nicely. But actually, sometimes you might end up with a remainder. So what do we do in a situation like that? So here's an example where we're going to end up with a remainder. So we lay it out the same as before, and actually the process is exactly the same. So we get x plus 2 in the front of the bus stop. And inside we write our polynomial, in this case 3x squared plus 4x minus 2. So what do we multiply x by to take us to 3x squared? Well, that's just 3x. Let's multiply it out, so we get 3x squared plus 6x. You can see I'm doing this one a bit faster now, hopefully you've got kind of the idea. Let's subtract 4x subtract 6x is negative 2x. Bring down this negative 2. What do we multiply x by to take us to negative 2x? Well, that's just minus 2. Let's do the multiplication. So negative 2x minus 4. Let's do our subtraction. And you'll see, negative 2x minus negative 2x is 0. But negative 2 minus negative 4 is actually positive 2. And so you can see when we do this polynomial division, we end up with a remainder of 2. So how do we write this down? Well, we say x plus 2 goes into this quadratic 3x minus 2 times. So let's write that down. So it goes into it 3x minus 2 times. But when you do this, you're left with a remainder of 2. So I can write plus 2 out of x plus 2. Okay, and that's how you would write that remainder term in. And you're done. Okay, so that's an example of a question with a remainder. Now, there's one final example I want to look at, just because it can catch people out sometimes. And so you can see we have a cubic and we're dividing it by x plus 2. And we're going to lay it out slightly different, because if you look at the numerator, you can see we're actually missing a quadratic term that we had in the other examples. So we're doing x plus 2 divided by, well, 3x cubed. Now remember, I said we're going to imagine a column for each term, the cubic term, the quadratic term, and so on. And in the numerator, we haven't actually written down the quadratic term. But if we were to, it would be plus 0x squared. Okay, so if you're ever missing a term, just write in plus 0 lots of it, because that's going to help with this process. If you don't, you can make a mistake. So then we get plus 2x plus 1. Let's draw a line across, and then we're going to do the same process as before. So what do we multiply x by to take us to 3x cubed? Well, it's just 3x squared. Let's multiply it out, so we get 3x cubed plus 6x squared. Draw the line and subtract. 0x squared minus 6x squared is negative 6x squared. Bring down this plus 2x. What do we multiply x by to get to negative 6x squared? Well, that's just negative 6x. So multiply it out. Negative 6x squared minus 12x. Draw a line. The next part I'm actually going to write out just to make it really clear. So we're doing 2x subtract minus 12x. That's just going to become 2x plus 12x, so I can write that in. That's going to be 14x. Bring down this plus 1. X multiplied by what gives us 14x? Well, that's just going to be plus 14. And so we get 14x plus 28. Draw a line and subtract. and we get 1 minus 28, which is going to be negative 27. And you can see we have a remainder of negative 27. And the way we can write this is by saying x plus 2 divides into this cubic by this quadratic here. So we can write that down. We get 3x squared minus 6x plus 14. But then we've got that remainder term, so minus 27 over x plus 2. And we're done. So hopefully this video was useful. If it was, please do go over to my channel where I have loads of other maths tutorials, and I'll also link my website in the video description so you can go over there, and I think it's a bit easier to navigate through all the videos I've made. Thanks for watching.